welcome back to our channel, Kings and Queens. So today we are creating a Kinara for Kwanzaa, or I would say a Kwanzaa Kinara. And it's going to have 7 parts to it here, as you can see, because it is 7 principles with Kwanzaa, and I will list those actually below. And I'm also going to list all the supplies I had to use as well, okay? So here you see actually those little green boxes. Actually, those little green foam boxes, I got them from Dollar Tree actually. 4 came in the pack, so I only needed 7. So times that by 2, 4 times 2 is 8. So I only spent $2 on just those little square boxes there. All right, so the candles, they came from Amazon actually, and as you can clearly see, it was so easy for me to just really push that black candle down, and that's exactly how I did for all 7. Very easy. This foam is soft and it works with you and not against you, so we love those things. All right, so next you see me actually going to measure some fabric. I'm actually using some mud cloth fabric there. It's a cotton mud cloth. It's not the authentic mud cloth, but it's a cotton mud cloth. And you can use whatever kind of fabric you want, to be honest with you. But I'm just measuring and just kind of trying to figure out how much fabric am I going to need to do this project actually. So here you see that this one here is about, okay, I did about 7.5, okay, and that was the width, and the length is going to come out to be about 10.5. Now, you can go under if you want, but I like to go higher. Remember Michelle Obama said, they go high, we go, they go low, we go high, however that goes. All right, whatever, but higher. Okay. Anyway, moving forward, what we're going to do here is just go ahead and cut um, some pieces of fabric here, and just kind of try to fold this over. You want to try it. You want to try it first before you actually get your glue involved. So as you see, I'm just kind of messing with the little prototype here, folding it over just like a present. Shorty got gifts, whatever you want to say. Okay, whatever. All right, then you see, I'm going to just remind that, we got to use the glue. We got to get the glue involved to get this situation going. It's not going to stick if we don't got the glue. Okay. All right. So next, you just see me just cutting some more pieces of fabric out, some more squares actually, because this is really like squares of fabric, honestly. Um, by the measurements, more like rectangles of fabric. Okay. So I just kind of keep it moving, and I just kind of layer them over top of each other because I'm just a geek like that. I'm just a chic geek. I like to be organized and whatnot. So if you're anything like me, you understand. So there's our little rectangle of fabric there, and there's our little square there. Okay, so what we're doing now is covering. I started from the front this time. I used the shiniest part of the fabric for the back. Okay, so it has some sort of gloss to it. And there you go. I'm adding the glue. A little dab of do you. A dab of do you. And then what you see me doing now is pretty much folding over the bottom. And I'm going to turn in all of the edges. Okay. I like to fold the edges in. You want it to look as neat as you possibly can. Just because you're doing the craft and you're at home, it doesn't mean that you don't have to make it look professional. Professionals start at home, not in the office. Y'all remember that, okay? Professionals start in the tribe, okay? And right now, we doing tribe work because you are part of our tribe, and I'm showing you how this is how we're going to do this Kwanzaa Kinara. All right, so basically, I'm folding it like a present because like I said, Shorty got gifts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm folding it like a present, and then I'm going to add another dab of glue, a dab of do you. I don't know if anybody gift wraps anymore. I only do it if I have time to. I'm one of those people. I'll go and buy a bag real quick and put the little cute little gift in the bag, put that little stuffing paper in there and everything. But let's get back to the essence of gift wrapping for this type of craft that we're doing right now. If you know how to do gift wrapping, this is really going to be easy for you. But if you don't, it'll still be easy. But it's kind of like you just have to say, okay, now what folds in? But you're smart, and the ancestors are gonna come right on down and tap you on your shoulder, honey, and get you together. It's gonna flow because it's in your DNA. All right, so there it is. We got our gift wrap, which is part of our Kinara. So there you go. So now, I grabbed the scissors, right? Because at first I was like, okay, let me use scissors to open this up. But okay, I had a moment, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, now hold on. That's why I got the box cutter out. because the scissors don't do the job like the box cutter in certain situations. So I pretty much just do a slit going up and down and then back and forward. So pretty much like a cross in the middle of it. Pretty much, and then if you don't get it right the first time, just reinforce just a little bit and just push your finger in there just a little bit. Not too much force. You don't need too much force because really you want to open it up enough for a little hole to be there, and then what'll happen is once you push your candle in, you want to make it nice and tight and sealed so it can have that professional look. So once I pushed it in there, it was good to go and nice and tight. Now here you go. Now, even though this is a craft that you're doing at home, it doesn't mean that you don't have to be as professional as you can be. I just want to reiterate that. I just have to. Okay, now here you go. Look at it. Y'all did that. There you go. We got all 7 candles all set up here. You can stop here if you want. You can stop here if you want and go ahead and prepare everything. But me, I'm extra. I went extra. All right. So here it is. I got some mirror sheets here that I had from another project. I ordered that off of Amazon also. And it bends and it flexes and it folds. But I will say you got to be careful with this mirror material because it can only go as far as it can go, and I'll explain in a few minutes. But I'm pretty much really just guesstimating how this is supposed to go. To be honest with you, I hadn't done this before. I've made a Kinara in the past, but I hadn't made one like this. So I'm measuring. I just measured the width, and it was about 3.5 across, and in a few minutes you'll see me actually measure the length as well, and the length was 1.5. So it's not that bad. It's pretty much on point. You can eyeball it if you want, but we want to be as professional as we can and do this project as professional as we actually can. And what you see me doing now is using the measuring tape, and I'm going to just put some little markings here. I use an ink pen. I don't have any pencils at home because I'm not in school anymore. And listen, I'm just, going to use what I have. And that's what crafting is all about. It's about using what you have. And that's why you want to try to maximize your materials as much as you can. And the reason why I say that is because if you're in the middle of a project and you're kind of like running out of supply, with us beginning the pandemic and everything, sometimes it's not as easy to just go order something because you're in the middle of something. Then you find yourself at different stores and different things like that, and you hustling around trying to find pieces to your project. So try to maximize your projects as much as you can, maximize your materials because you may want to use it for something else. And if you can use it for something else, that's great. You're going to create a masterpiece either way. Like I said earlier, I actually did a project very similar to this last year. I used some Dollar Tree supplies. Look at that beauty. Wow. And it was wonderful. It was good to do. It was very therapeutic, just like this is. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut our pieces off. Make sure you use some good scissors too, FYI. If not, you may see some little small cracks inside of the mirror material. So anyway, so I think it looks cute. It looks like a little trophy there. It looks like a little candle trophy. Look at that. All right now. So listen, that's one. And we have 6 more to go. What do you know? Look at them. All good to go. All 7. All right. So I added some curry shells at the top of the base there. And I don't know, just gave it a little extra touch there. And years ago, we used curry shells as currency in Africa and other countries as well. And I just really love that extra touch that it just provided to our craft as well. It almost looks like we have the lighter can take off actually at the front of the base of the candle holder, but we don't. It's just a reflection and it's beautiful. Go ahead and try this at home, kings and queens. You got this.